Okay, so Bezrat Hashem, we're going to talk about Havdalah today. We're going to continue. Toda Rabba, thank you very much. And we talked about Havdalah. Havdalah means separation. We're separating from the holy day Shabbat to the mundane day that starts after Shabbat is over. How do you know that Shabbat is over? Let's say you don't have a calendar. It's a nightfall. Always at nightfall. So check your, make sure before Shabbat, so you won't desecrate Shabbat, when Shabbat is over. This is vital, it's important. Unlike people that think they go outside, they see 3 stars, I see 3 stars, Shabbat is over. No. Sometimes you can see stars, Shabbat is not over yet. Okay? When Shabbat over at certain time, this is when Shabbat is out. Because the separation between you and karet and karov, when you desecrate Shabbat, could be 1 minute. 1 minute. You turn the light on, 1 minute, finish. You desecrate Shabbat. If you wait, not after that minute will pass, you're all good. Okay, so we talked last week about the significance of finding wine or grape juice. We cannot do Havdalah over coffee, tea, juice. All right, it has to be wine or grape juice. I think that's about that. I think that's mainly what we talked last week. That's it. Okay, so now I want to talk about the dine of using fragrance for Havdalah. It's a bit confusing for some people. They don't know what to use, or they're using the wrong item. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam she'akol niya bidvaro.
Amen.
So what's the order? The order is Bore Priya Gefen. We're saying Bore Priya Gefen. Then you go to, what's the next one? Remember the order. Mouth, nose, eyes. You see you're going up. And seichel, brain. So a gefen is something I'm supposed to drink. What's going to come next? Pesamim, fragrance. Okay. By the way, you notice that I'm doing a gefen. I'm putting the cup away. I'm not drinking from it. How is it possible? We've learned that every mitzvah has what we call over le'asiyata. Meaning you must act, you must do what you said bracha for. Hamotzi lechem min haaretz, you break, you eat. Bore priya etz, an apple, you take a bite. Here, bore priya gefen, and then you put the cup away. How is it possible? You drink it when? After you do the blessing over the fragrance, over the fire, which you see, and you send the whole bracha, blessing after that. Hamavdil ben kodesh v'chol Hashem, separate between the mundane and the holy, and then you drink. Is it not a gap too long? It's a break. It sounds like it's not a break. Why? Because it's part of the mitzvah. As long as we're doing something that is part of the mitzvah, this is completely fine. But if someone goes like that, Baruch Atem she'akol niya bidvaro, and then he waits, what are you waiting for? You're not doing anything. Or you answer your phone, or he's talking with someone. That's considered a break. But Havdalah, I'm doing something else. I'm doing the smell. I'm smelling. I'm looking at the fire. I'm saying another part of the blessing. So I'm still in the mitzvah. Make sense? Good. After reciting the blessing over Bore Priya Gefen, we recite a blessing over a fragrance. If the fragrance comes from a tree, the correct blessing would be, who remember? Can you move a little bit to the middle, Yosef? Bore Atzeh. Atzeh means et means tree. Bore Atzeh besamim. What could be used for such a bracha? It's the highest level because it's talking about, it mentioned atzeh. Atzeh means tree. And then herb, and then it would be something that is a mix or something that is liquidish. So the highest is over something that comes from tree. Who can give me an example? Cinnamon. Cinnamon cloves. It's not cloves. Cinnamon shell, right? Like tree trunk shells, pieces. Or the powder. Or cloves. We call it tziporen. They're very strong. They're very healthy, by the way. You know what I'm talking about, the cloves? The little thingies? You know what cloves mean?
Yeah, they come in a little jar.
It's great.
Huh?
They come in a jar. The cloves.
Yeah, but you know what cloves? Did you ever eat cloves?
It's very spicy.
Spicy. If you suffer from toothache or sick gums, put it aside, like you're chewing tobacco. And I put it aside, and every few minutes, do like that. It will heal you. I'm telling you, it's anti-inflammatory. It's like the nature antibiotic. It's wonderful. It's good for the digestive system. There's a lot of use for this herb. Anyways, you have a very strong fragrance smell, and you can use that also for atzeh besamim. Okay? You have to check before you do any bracha if this is from the right category. If this is atzeh besamim, or if it's herb, you're saying isbe besamim, or if it's a mix or not of the two, herb or tree, you would say mine. Mine means mixed, a mix of different kind. So after reciting the blessing of Borei Pri HaGefen, we recite the blessing over a fragrance. If the fragrance comes from a tree, the correct blessing, Borei Atzeh Besamim. If it is an herb, the correct blessing is Borei Isbe Besamim. You have to practice these words. Okay? It's easy, but you got to practice it so you'll know how to say it properly. If one is unsure whether it is from a tree or an herb, one should recite the blessing of Borei Minei Besamim. When I say Borei, I mean you have to say the whole bracha. Baruch Atah Hashem Elokeinu Melech HaOlam Borei Minei Besamim. Come on, you say Borei Pri HaGefen. Borei Minei Besamim. Fine? Got it? Okay. So you're not sure, you say Minei Besamim. Minei Besamim. Kind of like when you don't know a bracha over a food, what would you say? You don't know if it's tree, it's herb, what should I say? Borei pri ha'etz, ha'adama. I'm confused. I don't know. What would they say? She'akol. She'akol means everything, covers for everything. It doesn't mean that you can say she'akol all the time for 20 years. It's right now. You got confused. You don't know. So you say, She'akol niya bidvaro. Even over, I don't know, fruit, bread, cookies, cakes. It covers for everything. But this is our responsibility to check it out and learn. So next time we won't mess it up. This is saying She'akol and everything. It's a baby step. Make sense? But we have responsibility to say the correct bracha or the most accurate bracha. Alright, any questions? I would suggest everybody to practice on brachot. Today there's so much information out there. You can Google the whole set of brachot. There's not many of them. Even how to pronounce them, you have recording. Very easy. Just a matter of practice. If you see someone, by the way, this is how sometimes I'm testing people, I'm telling you a secret. I'm telling them to say bracha. And if they don't know how the bracha, what does that mean? Oh, Rabbi, I forgot. I did it, but I forgot. What it means? It means that he doesn't really say brachot. Because if you say brachot, it should be automatically. What do you mean you forgot? You didn't eat this morning? You didn't drink this morning? Are you fasting? What was it? Shahako, lamotzi, adama, mezorah, something we're doing every day. Maybe a motzi, some people don't eat bread during the week. Fine. Shabbat. It means that you're not saying brachot. I did it to my kids. I'm doing it to my kids. Still. My grandchildren. Say bracha. If they don't know, it means they're not really saying brachot. What do? 2 slaps on the face. No, I'm kidding. Okay. Next, bet. Mitzvah mina muvhar. If one has myrtle branches, you know what is in the myrtle branches? We just used them recently. The myrtle, M-I-R-T-L-E, M-Y-R-T-L-E. We use it on Sukkot. It's the two hadassim. The two hadassim that we have. Okay, the three hadassim, not two, three hadassim that we have. Okay, so it has a beautiful, beautiful smell, wonderful smell. So, what would be the beracha over hadassim? The beracha is Aetz, always. Atzeh besamim. Did you see a myrtle bush? You cut it, it keeps growing. If you don't cut the roots, it will keep growing from the same spot. This is how you know if this is Ha'etz or Adana. That's the test. How would I know? If the tree reproduce same, more or less, branches, fruit, it's tree. If not, it dies. Let's say cucumber. You take the fruit. What happened to the whole bush, the whole tree? It dies. It means Adama. Right? Same with ananas. What is ananas? What is ananas? Pineapple. Same. What about avocado?
Palta.
Etz, because it grows. Some people mistakenly saying Adama over them. So banana. What's a banana? Adama. Nonetheless, it's a tree trunk, but it's not a normal tree trunk. The roots dry and something else coming out from it. It produces new roots. This is why it's Adama. And so forth and so on. So the way to test is to know if he leaves from year to year. Every year produces himself. If you have to take it out and replant new one, it means the blessing is Adama. It's a downgrade from Etz to Adama. Fine? Okay. So, if one has myrtle branches, hadassim, they are the first choice to use for the mitzvah or fragrance for Havdalah. Many places, many Jewish homes in Israel, they have myrtle bushes in the house. Okay? And they're using it. I don't know, my parents has, my grandparents, Yemeni people likes it. I don't know, they have almost the whole 4 species there. It's easy, it's fresh, and it's a mitzvah to use this kind of herb, okay, for this mitzvah. Among myrtle branches, it is preferred to use one that is triple leafed. You know what's so special about what we use on Sukkot? If you look at the myrtle on the hadassim, you see from every spot you have 3 leaves coming, like a crown. 3. Okay? If you look on a regular hadas, regular myrtle bush, it will be 1 or 2. The more the merrier. The most common, if you find, it will be 3, and this is the only kosher hadas you can use. Okay, for Passover, for Sukkot. Did you know that, what I said right now? Did you know that? Did you know that? What's make the hadas kosher? Only if he has the 3. It's kosher the whole year to smell, to use his fragrance, to say bracha. For the mitzvah of the Arba Taminim on Sukkot, it has to be 3 and up.
Can you use the same myrtle branches? Like, can you take the leaves off and save them?
That's the next halacha. Among myrtle branches, are preferred to use one of the triple leaf like those. Now we choose for the mitzvah of lulav. All these, however, is not imperative, and one fulfills the mitzvah with any pleasant smelling herb or leaf. You can use mint. Alright? You can use whatever comes to your mind which has pleasant smell. You can use it for the mitzvah of Havdalah. So far so good? Okay.
Right, Rabbi.
Okay. When reciting after the first day of the festival of Sukkot, which coincided with Shabbat, or after Shabbat of Chol HaMoed Sukkot, one may not use the myrtle branches attached to one's lulav for the mitzvah of fragrance in Havdalah. Why you can do it? Why you cannot do it? Those myrtle branches have been designated for the mitzvah of lulav, and therefore it is forbidden to benefit from them in any other manner until after Sukkot. Alright? So you cannot use it for the mitzvah of fragrance or Havdalah. It must be dedicated for the mitzvah you designated in the begin with.
Is it just, so it's not just the week after, it's after Sukkot as well?
After Sukkot, it's a different story. When Sukkot is over, the mitzvah is over, you can even peel the etrog and eat from it. Well, the etrog, the Yemenite etrog is really good, have a good taste. It's not bitter or sour. Because it's real etrog. It is not grafted with lemon. Okay? Likewise, and therefore it's forbidden. Okay. Likewise, one may not use the etrog for the fragrance of in Havdalah for the same reason. It's still chag, you're still using it. Okay? During Sukkot, when we are using the lulav, do we have Shabbat? Or we have years that we don't have Shabbat?
We have Shabbat.
You have to have Shabbat. Why?
It's a week and a half.
It's a week plus. In Israel it's a week, and in America it's outside of Israel it's 8 days. So every time people have that question, so you have to be careful with that. After Sukkot is over, the custom is to use the myrtle branches from the lulav for Havdalah if they still are fragrant. Okay? It's going from one mitzvah to another mitzvah. What do you do with the whole set of lulav and etrog? So Ashkenazim have the custom to take the etrog and make a jelly from it. Okay, good. Yemenite used to peel it and eat the etrog. It's very good, it's very healthy. Make sure you have a real Yemenite etrog. What do you do with the lulav, the arava, and the hadassim? So a different custom. The custom is to put it on the top. It looks like a sword. To put it on the front of your door, and that can bring protection from the other forces. Some keeping it that way. When it reaches to a point that it gets dry, just make sure it doesn't go all over. You can keep it in a bag, but make sure it won't get mold. Give some room for air to come in. And some have the custom, and this is maybe the best, to burn it. But when you burn it, when you burn the chametz on Passover. So on Passover, when you burn the chametz, you see people bringing their set of lulavim. They bring it. So now use it for the sake of mitzvah of burning chametz. But throwing it like to the trash is not going to be appropriate. You can do that if not to the trash can. I'm sorry. You can use it that method to throw it to recycle. To the recycle. Okay. So what you can do, you take the whole. So if you still have it at home, just cover it with 2 covers and put it in the recycle. If you can't put it outside, you want to keep it. You don't want to keep it till Pesach. Any questions? Okay. Now, how one should hold but use your imagination. How one should hold the besamim. Okay? So there's different ways to hold them. And I can think of okay, let me use this. So imagine to yourself, you see this part, this is the root. Okay? So the best way to hold them is when the root is down, the way they grow. In the top, going to the top, the root, same way we use it for the 4 species on Sukkot. Okay? It's most appropriate first, right? And it also shows about growth. It's a blessing, expansion. Versus when you're holding it upside down. You don't want to have your mazal upside down. Verstehst? Okay. So before I enjoy from something, I must say bracha for it. This rule everybody remember, right? I want to enjoy the soda Ziv gave me. God bless you. So what I have to do? You can drink, but bracha. Now, I want to enjoy from a fragrance of whatever. I have to say bracha. What if I want to test it first? I want to see if I like it, if there's any smell in it. I'm looking at the vegetable. I don't know if there's a good smell. Can I try it and then say bracha?
No.
It is permissible to smell the herb before reciting the blessing to make sure that it does have a pleasant fragrance. Why it's permitted? You have any idea?
Because if not, your bracha.
Because
Ma?
it's about pleasure, right?
You took God's name in vain.
Oh, very good.
Isn't that?
In order not to say Hashem's name in vain, you must make sure there's fragrance. Let's say you said a bracha, Baruch Atu Borei Atzeh Besomim, and then you take it. Where is it? Where's my hadassim? Well, Atzeh Besomim. There's nothing. What happened here? Bracha in vain. Big problem. When you eat this, what do you call it? A flower seed, right? Or pistachio. The halacha says you always must open or date. You take a majhul date. So people mistakenly, what they do, they say bracha and they try to eat it. What if you open it and it's rotten? What if you open this flower seed and it's rotten or there's nothing in it? Bracha in vain. Always prepare yourself. Open it. For the first, you're going to eat more, so just the first one. Open the pistachio, hold it in your hand, make sure it's edible, and then you say the bracha. It happens more than once that when you say bracha over majhul date or any date, you open it to eat, to take the peel out, right? Huh? The pit out, and you see worms in it or residue of other insects, right? So you can eat. You're not going to eat from it. So what happened to the bracha? Bracha in vain. So the right method is you take the date, you open it, you take the pit out, you throw it, you see that it's edible. Now you're ready for bracha. Same with popsicle or ice cream. Open it first. Get ready. Tea. Very hot tea or very shalom aleichem or very hot coffee. Imagine to yourself, it's so hot. You say, "Shakol niya bidvaro." You're not ready. Make sure you can drink. It's cold enough. Then you're ready for bracha. Make sense?
Whatever you do, make sure it's good before you do that.
Preparation.
Preparation.
You show that you take Hashem's mitzvot seriously, and you're ready to do the bracha, and you're not just saying bracha in vain. This is one of the mitzvot in the 10 Commandments. We should never mention Hashem's name in vain, because it's a holy name, and we can use it only for a purpose, a good purpose. So you prepare, you're ready, one, set, go, finish. So, going back to what we said, you want to make sure that the fragrance that you have still have a good smell. Some people have, can you throw me this box? Just throw it. Oh, thank you. So you have here, we have here the besami. Remember we mentioned that last time? I have here the three kind. I have the atzeh, the isbe, the besami. I have here the from tree, this is cinnamon, for herb, and this is a mix of, I'm not sure what it is. It's a mix. Mint, it's like a candy or something. Anyways. So sometimes, even if you try to use the, what is this? No, cinnamon. So I don't know if it's still good. It could be so dry, there is no smell in it. What I want you to say bracha in vain. You got to open it. Even if last week it was already good, maybe losing its power. So, it's good. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei atzeh besamim. Okay, so forth and so on. All right. Next. Some people wants to say certain psukim after the one that's saying that conducting the Havdalah, they want to say for Segula. The halacha says the following. During Havdalah, it is forbidden for the person reciting it, or those listening to him to recite any verse while smelling the fragrance or while gazing upon the flame. Meaning, during the beracha of Havdalah, you focus on the action and you don't talk, you don't gossip, you don't use your phone, you don't say any psukim even, any verses. It will be considered as a break. It's like you're doing motzi lechem min haaretz, and then you're talking before you're eating. It's a break. You have to say the beracha again. To do brachot properly, it's something you have to learn. Because there's something called kavanah in the bracha. Imagine to yourself, I have, this is just an example that comes to my mind. I'm saying I'm taking a banana. I peel the banana, okay, and saying, Baruch atah borei pri adama, boom, I say adama, it falls on the floor. All of it fell. I don't want to eat from the floor. It's full of dirt. They're giving me another banana. Do I have to say the bracha again? I already said borei pri adama. Allah, you must say it again. Why I have to say it again? Because when I had bracha at first, my intention were on that banana, not the other one. So this thing we have to learn. I took an apple. Oh, I didn't say bracha. It's in my mouth. What do? So Oscar says taking out. Side of the mouth. Swallow it. Swallow it. Okay. So all of you more or less right. If the piece that I took is big enough that I can take it out, I'm not disgusted by it, or not disgust anybody else. You took a bite, take it out, say bracha, put it back. If you start to chew it, you're chewing banana, forgot to say, what are you going to do? It's already chewed. You can't swallow it, it's a bracha. So you can put it inside of your mouth and say, Baruch atah and swallow it. Now, if you don't learn the halacha, you don't know what to do. And you swallow it, and then said, oh, I already ate from it, and I didn't say bracha, maybe I don't need to say bracha at all. And you do another sin. Of course, as long as something left, even the less part of the banana left, and now you remember this, now say bracha. When it's over, it's over.
My banana is air?
כן, בורא פרי אדמה.
Oh, it's a big bush.
Yeah. He produces a new root. Okay. So we've learned that. Next. It is likewise forbidden to engage in any conversation between the blessings of Havdalah. If people do talk between the blessings, someone should explain to them that it is forbidden. Meaning, shh, shh, like that. Be careful not to hurt other people's feelings. Some people, even in the shul, they can go, could you please quiet? Moshe, be quiet. What is this? Shame on you. What do? He's want to do a mitzvah, but he's embarrassing someone else. The best method to go is, like, you're not looking at them and say, shh. Even when you say, they will hear the shh. They will hear you shushing them, okay? It's a mitzvah. It says in the Shulchan Aruch that if someone talks mundane things in the shul, his sin is very, very great. And you must go and rebuke him. Okay? It says, Gadol avono min neso. I don't think ever the Shulchan Aruch wrote in any other place something like that. It's very extreme. Because you're causing the Shekhinah to leave. You're disrespectful. You're talking about mundane things. You came to shul to daven? Daven. You want to talk? Talk outside. Some people talking among themselves and they rejecting the Shekhinah, and everybody suffers from that. Right? So remember that. You want to talk? No, the Gabbai can speak things that are related to the Tefillah. Your son, Abba, where is it in the book? You can show him, it's here. We start now. Things that are related to the Tefillah, you can, but definitely don't talk about the Mavericks or what is it now, the Cowboys, right? Cowboys now. Cowboys. In the shul. Okay. No. Next. So someone learned in the class that you're saying bracha over a good fragrance. So he went home, he went to the restroom. After the restroom, he took the spray and he go, tss. Wow, this is pretty good. Should I say bracha over this?
No. No.
What if I take, not in the bathroom, outside? I take it outside, I spray it in the air, and then, this is good. I'm going to say bracha. Can you say bracha? Halacha says,
Yes?
it is forbidden to use for the mitzvah of Havdalah fragrance that were used to mask the odor of a restroom or to mask the odor of a deceased human body. These fragrances are not meant for us to enjoy. They are only to mask other unpleasant odors. Likewise, one may not use fragrance used for the service of idols. So this is chemicals. It's debatable among the rabbis, the poskim, if something that is not from nature, it's a formula, it's a chemical formula that created. In a nutshell, they're saying that most of poskim hold that you need to say bracha, even if it's chemicals, because at the end of the day, all these ingredients was created by God. We just put them together in different versions. But if you go back, it's all God's creation. Now, I'm going to read the bracha, halacha, but Rabbi Ovadia changed his ruling. But let me read first what he says in the beginning. So the halacha, what about perfume? Well, what's the other name for perfume? Cologne, okay? Which one is stronger? Perfume, right? Stronger usually. Perfume is always buy the perfume, it's more strong. So you have one, which one? Give me a name. Gucci, Schmucci, what do you have? What was famous? I have a bunch of my kids buying me the most expensive, and I don't know the name. Armani perfume, okay? For men and women. It produces very good smell, right? So I want to say bracha over it. Can I say bracha over it? Or can I use it for Havdalah? I can't find myrtle, hadassim, nothing. I have this, it costs 10 times more than the myrtle, the hadassim. It costs $200. Can I use it for Havdalah? Or not even Havdalah, I want to say the bracha. Can I spray on my hand and say, after that, let's say I spray on my hand, and then I'm sitting in the office and I say, wow, this is strong. Let me say bracha. Baruch, can I say that over that? It can last all day sometimes, all day long.
Because you're talking about the smell of the tree, something like that in praying. And this is not, it's something different. It's alcohol.
But say it's a chemical combination, right?
Yeah.
Kavanah based on if you're using to mask your own odor or if you're just putting some smell?
You know, some people they don't really do it to cover for your own odor. Sometimes, you know, it's to smell good. You know.
But the way
Some people goes to play, I don't know, sport. So they put out it in the armpit.
Yeah, it's
Americans, very nice. The American make up words is the easiest words. It's just armpit. Or, more sophisticated, underarm. Underarm. They don't have a name for it. In Hebrew, it's called Beit Shechi. In Hebrew comes from Lashon HaKodesh. Everyone, look at the fingers. What do they call this? Zeret in Hebrew. In English?
Pinky.
Pinky. What? Pinky. What's this? A ring. What? It doesn't call the ring finger? And this is the middle finger, and this one, the pointing finger, and this is thumb. Pointing finger. They don't have a name for it. It's just how you use it. So, I want to say bracha over this spray. Okay? It's fancy. It costs a lot. You know, I'm using it for maybe Shabbat and holidays or for special events. It's not something cheap. Okay? Cinnamon, I say ha'etz. Atzeve samim. Cost $1. This one, $200. So, I'm going to tell you what Rabbi Avadia Paskin, and then he changed his ruling. We cannot recite any blessing of any at any time, either for Havdalah, no? And not only during Havdalah, over perfumes or colognes marked today, or over sniffing tobacco with added fragrance. Likewise, we do not recite any blessing over fragrance spray, and certainly not over fragrance of an empty container that once held fragrant herbs. So the comment says at the bottom, and I checked it before, and it says, in the new Sefer Chazon Ovadia, Hilchot Berachot, those Brachot, page 313, Maran de Rishon LeZion, the Rabbi Ovadia ruled that one may recite a blessing over the fragrance of a synthetic perfume or cologne. This is the latest ruling, and we are to follow it. Okay? So, at the end, you can say bracha. Now, if you sit in the office and you, or some putting it on their clothing, you spray. There's different methods how people spray. Some people, they do directly. Some people just spray in the room, they're running into it. So there's different, there's different methods, right? So some have it on his clothing or in the hand. And 2 hours later, this is really good. Can he say bracha? So the rule says, if you don't have the original item, you can't. This is something that catched the smell, and so. Okay. By the way, so you can't. Okay, only on the item itself, the original. On Shabbat, be careful. You cannot put it on the clothing or on the teddy. Only on the skin. The skin won't hold it for too long because the body produces sweat and all that. But on the clothing, it's called molid. It's like you're creating something new on Shabbat. It will last for a long time. It can last for days, maybe till you throw it to the washing machine. Let me give you a tip. Don't laugh, but it's a good tip. I remember I mentioned armpit. I'm telling you, it's the best. And I'm playing racquetball, and this is very extreme sport. People sweating there within 5 minutes. And everybody suffers from this bad odor that comes from the armpit. Okay? The best method, you'll be surprised. And I mean, they're putting all these sticks and spray. It's not always working. The best, the easiest, and the cheapest is to use, you know what? Baking soda. Ever since I started to use it, maybe 5-6 years ago, finished. So some people can put in the morning, some of the powder. For some it will be uncomfortable. So what I did, I tricked the system. I took something I don't really use, some lotion, some cream. I mixed it with it, and I created my own thingy. I'm putting it even on the extreme day that we're sweating, nothing. And it's healthier.
It's healthier.
You can use all the other one are a lot of chemicals, can cause cancer, can cause you name it. Forget it. You can use also oil, coconut oil, a small jar, mix it well, and you have, you know. But this is between us. Don't share with anyone.
You should get a patent, you know.
Patent. I'm giving you it for free. Believe me, use it. It's healthier, it's better, and it will last for the whole day. Just put enough. You will learn how much to put. Okay. We have 2 more halachot. I have 4 more halachot, and we're done for today. Okay. Listen to this. Maybe a halacha you never heard in your life. There's something called, in Hebrew, it's called mudar hana'a. What does that mean? I'm going to bring before you a scenario. Through this scenario, B'ezras Hashem, you'll understand the concept. Right? The scenario is the following. 2 guys sitting among their friends, and one started to insult his friends, and the other friends had it. He says, if I've had it with you, I don't want anything from you. I hate you, and I'm not going to enjoy anything from you anymore. That's it. Finish. And make a vow. Because this guy mocked him, I helped you, I did this for you, I did this. So you know what? I don't need anything from you. Shame on you, and I vow I'm not going to enjoy anything from you. I don't need you. So he made a neder. He made a vow. What's the vow? Not to get any benefit from that person. The halacha takes it seriously. The next day offer you something to drink. Can you take something to drink from him? Nothing. Okay, so there is a way to get out of it. After 30 days, you have to do atarat nedarim, nullify your vows, but till then, you can't get any benefit because you made such a declaration. And neither, watch carefully what comes out of your mouth. So how is that related to what we said? If one person is forbidden to obtain any benefit from a second person because of a neder, okay, that one of them pronounced to that effect, then the first person may not even smell the pleasant fragrance that belongs to the second person. Nor may he recite the blessing of Moreh Borea Esh, flame belonging to the second person. It doesn't mean that the guy wear cologne and he passed by you and you smell. It means that this guy is doing Havdalah now and he's giving to the guy that made the neder, hey, or someone give him, he can enjoy from it. Is out of the game. Okay? Nor may he recite the blessing of Borei Moreh Esh over the flame belonging to the second person. Although the rule is that performing acts of a mitzvah is not considered in the halacha as receiving benefit. Gazing upon the flame during Havdalah is considered an act of benefiting from it and not an act of a mitzvah. Okay? So we've learned that you have to be careful what comes out of your mouth. Now this guy have to do the Havdalah for himself, by himself, from his own things, or other people, Havdalah items.
Rabbi.
Going back 1 second, Shira. One back, you see I can recognize the voices. It's Shira, right?
Yes.
Yes, thank you. Okay. Example. Back then, in the days, the woman used to have a small container of perfume and they used to hide it here. Or to have it as some sort of a necklace. When now to have a good smell, they will open a little bit and close it. A person now wants to say bracha over this small container. Some left it here behind. Can he say bracha? We learn that one can say bracha over something like that, right? Back then there were no chemicals thingy. They were the real deal. They were mixing herbs, liquids, which smell really good. So she has this container, she left here, and someone wants to come and say bracha. Can he do that? The halacha says, yes or no?
Yes.
Think about it technically.
Oh, it's a woman?
It's a woman. Absolutely not. Thank you, Oscar. Why? It's not sneers.
Alright.
It's not your wife. What's up with you? So our sages forbade that. So people not accidentally will touch her neck, will say, let me say a bracha, let me say a bracha, and he take her. So we have to be careful. Even today, some people, I want to say women, some people, I won't get in trouble. Some people put like the whole bottle. They make a shower with it. They go home. You can smell them from a mile. So she passed on in the room. One wants to say bracha over it. You can't. Okay. First of all, because this is not the item itself. It was sprayed on. Secondly, it's not sneered. But he wants to do for the mitzvah. Find another mitzvah. All of a sudden, it's a tzaddik. Want to do mitzvah. Very good. Okay. So we have 3 more halachot and we're done. If the fragrant herb is enclosed in a container or wrapped in a cloth, it is best to open the container and unwrap the cloth so that one can recite the blessing and smell the herbs directly. If it is difficult to expose the herb, one may recite the blessing over them even though they are enclosed. Just make sure there is smell coming out of it, good smell. So it's a great mitzvah to do. It's easy mitzvah. It's something we can do during the day 100 times. You see, I did the bracha over, remember how long ago? 20 minutes ago? Over this, what did I say? Atzeh b'samim. Did I make a mitzvah? Who think I make a mitzvah? Raise your hand. All of you wrong. You're wrong. Why you're wrong?
But you have the container.
Because you were just teaching?
No. Because I did maybe 10 mitzvot, not mitzvah. Every word, Baruch, Ata, Hashem, Elokeinu, Melech, Haolam, Bore, Atzeh b'samim, 9 mitzvot, not 1. How many here said amen? Another 6 people, another 6 mitzvot. How many responded on the Zoom? Another 10. We have, how many we have today? 20. 20. So I did like 30 mitzvot in 3 seconds. Easy. So people say, you know what? It's so easy to do mitzvot like that. I'm going to say every 5 minutes. So when you can really say it, after it's off your mind, you can't say it every 2 minutes. You can't. Put it aside, put it away, and after you all forgot about it. Oh, it's here. You're saying it. It's fine. You can say it. Now you learn that this is a great mitzvah. It's an easy mitzvah to do. You can earn a lot of mitzvot very easily. One is stuffed. His nose is stuffed. He can't smell. Or he has an allergy. Can he say bracha boreh atzeh b'samim? Can he do the Havdalah with the besamim?
No.
He can't smell, but other people can smell. He can smell. The halacha says
Birkot HaShachar?
no birkot hashachar. What does that to do with birkot hashachar?
No. It's because you're asking. You said others can, but he can't. And like the Birkot HaShachar, if someone is what's it called? He can't walk, but he can still say.
No. Listen, he's the one who performed the Havdalah. I'm performing the Havdalah, and my nose is stuffed. I can't smell. You know that some people born like that they don't have a sense of smell. You know how you call it in Hebrew? Tatran. Tatran is a guy that I have a friend like that in the yeshiva that he can't smell anything. He born like that. It's called Tatran. There's a word for that in English? Anyways, he can't smell. He lost the sense of. A lot of people experience that in the Corona time. They lost the smell of taste and smell, right? So this guy has let's say in the Corona time, all right? He doesn't right now, for long weeks, he can't smell anything. and he's doing Havdalah, can he say bracha over the fragrance? The halacha says the following: someone who has no sense of smell cannot recite a blessing over fragrance. What are you saying blessing for if you can't smell? Therefore, if someone is congested and temporarily cannot smell anything, he should recite the blessing over the wine, talking about the guys who perform the Havdalah, right? The flame, and the blessing of the Havdalah. Afterwards, the other family members can recite the blessing over the fragrance and smell it. Finish the Havdalah, they can pass among themselves. That's it. Why they can't do it while he's doing Havdalah? Why after Havdalah? Ma? Otherwise, will be a break. Remember, we said nobody talks during Havdalah. No talking. You finish. Now he's drinking the wine. Everybody passing the fragrance and the same bracha. The fragrance is smelling. This method is preferable to having someone else recite the blessing over the fragrance immediately after the person who cannot smell has recited the blessing over the wine. If they would do that, he might mistakenly respond amen to the others, but not probably receive blessing over the fragrance, and that would be a forbidden interruption between his blessing over the wine and his drinking the wine. It's important when you're saying brachot not to have any break. It's not appropriate. You're talking with the king now. Imagine yourself talking with, Trump. You talk with him, hey, Mr. President, I just want to tell you, I'll be right with you. No, today, 4 o'clock. So, Mr. Trump, I'm going to talk to, is it appropriate? You're talking with the president, and all of a sudden you're giving comments to the right and to the left. With Hashem even more so, no comparison. You're saying bracha, focus on the bracha. Shira, I want to ask something like 2 hours ago, right? What was it?
Yes, the name of the halacha, mutar, something.
Yes, mutar means forbidden. Not forbidden, permitted, I'm sorry. Mutar, it's permitted, yeah.
And the other word?
Asur, mutar,
No.
permitted, asur, prohibited.
Yeah. You said mutar, something.
ההלכה הזו שלא כולם יודעים מה שמיד לזה מתכוונת. המונה משהו, ההלכה שהזכרת מקודם.
מה?
הנער.
מודר, לא מותר, זה מודר הנאה. מודר, with dalid. מודר הנאה. Someone that gets no benefit from a person, and he declare it. A person can say, can be mudar hana'ah from an item. You can say, mudar hana'ah from a wine. I'm not going to touch wine. Mudar meaning separate. You separate yourself from getting hana'ah, any benefit. Mudar hana'ah. Like you write Maduro, you know Maduro from Venezuela? Maduro? It's not the same. Okay, if one would do that, okay, 2 more halachot and we're done. One wants to start Havdalah and he doesn't have fragrance. And they can't find fragrance. Maybe someone will bring in 2-3 hours. Should they wait or do Havdalah now? Someone might bring it in 2 hours.
Time for it, no?
Huh?
You have a specific time for the Havdalah.
You have the whole night. And if you didn't have Havdalah, you can do it actually till Tuesday. But the halacha says the following: if someone has no herbs or leaves to use as a fragrance, he does not have to postpone reciting Havdalah. He can recite Havdalah without reciting the blessing over the fragrance. Nonetheless, one should try to get fragrance and recite Havdalah as he should be, especially since the Arizal insisted that it is necessary. Remember that the fragrance is for the neshama. The neshama enjoy from it. And when Adam and Eve sin, they sin with taste, with touch, with seeing the fruit. The smell didn't sin. So the neshama gets its benefit on Motzei Shabbat. Like we're reviving the neshama. Another thing is, we do on smell. Did you ever try, what is it called? The salt. There's a special salt. You bring some, smelling salt. Some people, when they faint, they're putting smelling salt. They wake up the dead, I'm telling you. So smelling something. So why people have the custom? Why we have the custom for the fragrance besamim? Because on Shabbat we're receiving a special neshama, extra neshama. You know that? It's called neshama yetera. Those who keep Shabbat get an extra neshama every Shabbat. And Motzei Shabbat ends. This part of the neshama leaves, go back. And every Shabbat you get neshama yetera, the extra neshama. So when the neshama leaves you, we're reviving ourselves. I don't know if you notice that a lot of people during Motzei Shabbat, first hour, they feel like a little bit down because they feel that they feel heavier. Most of them say, "Oh, I ate a lot of cholent." It's not the cholent. Maybe it's the cholent too. It could be. Is the neshama? The neshama. Who can get neshama yetera? The extra neshama. Only those who keep Shabbat. So it's a simcha, it's a time of simcha. Someone lost his family member, he buried them, and he's a mourner. A mourner can do Havdalah. A mourner during the week of Shiva may recite Havdalah for his family, and he may recite the blessing over the fragrance. Last halacha for today is about a confusion. What's the meaning of it? It says, for example, what happened is the following. Someone was supposed to say, Borei atze besamim, over the fragrance. But when he said, Baruch atah Hashem Elokeinu melech haolam, in his mind, he thinks about the flame. So he says, Baruch atah Hashem Elokeinu melech haolam, Borei atze besamim. In his mind, is over the flame. It's the next blessing. But we're able to switch it in the last second. It happens. Sometimes people get confused. All right? Some people can do, and people say, hey, besamim. He thought he's doing it over the flame, but someone corrected him, or signaled him, or he himself. So in his mind, you think about the fire, but he was able to fix it. Is it a good bracha? It's valid, not valid? The halacha says, while reciting Havdalah, if someone said the words, Baruch atah Hashem Elokeinu melech haolam, intending to say the blessing over the flame, but then he realized that he had not yet recited the blessing over the fragrance. And so he continued to say, Borei atze besamim. He ended the bracha correctly. He has fulfilled his obligations. Doesn't have to say it again. Next time, focus. Make sure what you're doing, bracha, prepare everything, and Be'ezrat Hashem, you get blessing accordingly. On behalf of Ohev Israel Foundation, I want to bless all those who participate in today's class. I think we learned one or two things today, and please pass the message. We're going to send a link on the shiur, on the group of this shiur. I want to take advantage and thank Vicki, for working hard all the time to catch up and downloading these Facebook classes to the YouTube, and from the YouTube to every group. May Hashem bless her and her family and the kids with all the best. Should be healthy, should be Be'ezrat Hashem great parnasa and easy parnasa. Thank you so much for everybody for supporting Torah. May Hashem bless you. I want to remind you, Shabbat, 9:30, we have a special class with the topic we didn't finish last Shabbat. You don't want to miss it. Shavua Tov. Thank you.